I have literally spent the last 27 days recording messy and perfect content with this camera. And it has been teaching me something. You cannot think your way back to yourself. You have to show up and practice with intention. 27 days ago, when I started this unexpected experiment, you could not have told me I was going to use my DJI Pocket this much. I literally got this camera 1 year ago, I think this month, and this has been such a great addition to my process. It has helped me create with ease, with flow, with simplicity. Like I don't have to overthink. I literally just grab it and turn it on and I talk, and I have my mic. Now, when I got this camera last year, I got it with the intention to start my YouTube channel, create content, and start sharing my post-cancer healing journey. I started in January, if you watched any of those January videos. And the thing is, I had a mini production in this room, and it just was not working for me. And I realized it was like hindering me for showing up, hindering me from talking, thinking I had to literally have like a mini film production team in my home to just show up here and talk to y'all. And that's not who I am. At the core of who I am, the human experience is like priority to me. I love just feeling more cozy, more human. I love feeling relatable. I love talking to people. That has literally been a part of my career for the last 18 years, especially in not simple, empathetic spaces that were smaller and intimate. And so coming on here on YouTube, finding my voice, coming back home to myself after trauma, after cancer, after all of that, this DJI Pocket has made it so easy for me to do. Now, mind you, I do have the iPhone 17, literally just upgraded like a month ago, and still chef's kiss, but it's just something about having this little tool to help me just increase the quality of my videos, help me increase the ease of what I come on here and say and do. Just feels so comfortable. It's not intimidating, but I think it builds a muscle. And I believe when you're a woman or a person that's coming back home to themselves after you've gone through a hard season of your life, after you are healing, and you're wanting to just share more of your story, less is so much more. You really don't need the production team because the power comes in your voice. And the 27-day experiment was inspired by Glow Graphics. Absolutely love following Glow. I love her journey. I love her story. I got so inspired and motivated by her that I literally just turned my camera on and I just started talking. Now, when you're doing something for the first time, it may be a little messy. It may not make sense. It may be drawn out, but that's a part of building this muscle because one of my 2026 goals is to become a better storyteller. And I want to include that in my future therapy practice. I've come to a few conclusions in this journey too. It is amazing what can happen in 27 days. I realized that I'm not going to be a traditional therapist. I'm not even so traditional in the sense of who I am, but if this makes sense, it's like I picked up traditions trying to people please for others along the way of my journey in life. Now, there are some things that are definitely, part of my being rooted and planted in who I am, but separate from those things, I know I'm not going to be a traditional therapist, and being a better storyteller to me is really the foundation of everything. I mean, we tell stories every single day, whether you're telling a crazy story about what happened on the weekend, some car chase you may have saw down the street, telling a story about a client that you had, or the guy that you met off Bumble and how the date went. We're always showing up and telling stories. We pay so much money to hear other people's stories. We gravitate to people's stories. We love the story of the underdog. My dad was literally talking about Rocky yesterday because it came on TV, and I think he got an award for something, but my dad was telling me how that story influenced him when he grew up. He said literally the very next day after that came out, everybody was outside jogging. He said, now everybody ain't go far, but they were outside jogging because it was influential. And the thing about showing up online, especially showing up on YouTube, I'm seeing in general, and maybe this is for 2026 to come, it's your story, it's your voice, it's you. I don't think it's all of the production. I don't think it's all the theatrics. I don't think it's all the extra. When people can feel like they're sitting in the room with you, and when they feel like they can see themselves through what it is that you're saying and you're sharing, I think that's the power. I think that's the connection. I think that's the key. And when we allow all these tech tools to hold us up and hold us back and think we need this tech list and this tech list and this influencer's tech list, and you don't always have the money or the funds to go spend $10,000 to just start talking, that loses its power. You literally have what you need, even if you only have this iPhone. And the beauty of flexing this muscle is it gets better with time. You say less ums over less videos. You feel more ease. You feel more comfort. You feel more you feel more connected. You just feel more aligned. And I think that's the beauty and the priority of going through this journey. So the DJI Pocket has been phenomenal for me. I know some people have been on the fence about purchasing it. I've had it for a year now. I'm not a tech girly, but it gets the job done. I tried Zoom for a couple videos. The compression was terrible. It just didn't work well because I like the blurred background. But all that to say, when you are just coming back home to yourself in general, like I have been, and you want to just show up and tell and share your story, less is so much more and more goes so much further, because done is better than perfect, and clarity comes from action. So when you stop waiting on the perfect timing, stop waiting to get the perfect gear, stop waiting on the perfect message, just turn this thing on and start talking, it will flow and you will grow with time. But it's better to keep putting in the work and moving that muscle than staying stagnant and not doing anything at all. So I hope this is encouraging to you. Like I said, I'm not a girl that does tech videos, but I really love the DJI Pocket. I filmed some dope videos that haven't even like made it here. Moments that I've shared with my dad in the car, moments that I shared on my first solo trip to Florida, moments that I've shared with me and my dog Cardi, just being outside, playing in the park and spending time with her. I've shared some beautiful moments on this camera, and it's been so nice to just grab it and turn it on and not think that I have to have this whole production team behind me. The more connected, the more authentic it is, the more connected it is. And that's what I connect to when I see people online. So I want to be what I connect to as well. So I hope this encourages you to honestly do the same.